Have you ever walked into Starbucks planning to spend $5 and somehow walked out spending 10? It's not an accident. In fact, Starbucks has mastered a psychological trick that quietly encourages millions of customers to spend more every single day. And once you see it, you'll notice it everywhere. Let's start with something that seems completely harmless: the cup sizes. Most coffee shops use small, medium, and large. Simple, right? Starbucks uses tall, Grande, and Venti. At first, that just feels like branding, but it does something much more powerful. When you hear the word medium, you immediately know where it sits. It's the safe middle option. But what exactly is a Grande? The name sounds bigger, more premium, and more valuable. Instead of comparing sizes logically, your brain starts reacting emotionally, and that's where the psychology begins. Now imagine you're standing at the counter. You see a Grande coffee for $5.25. Right next to it, a Venti costs $5.75, only 50 cents more. Suddenly your brain starts doing a calculation. Why would I pay $5.25 when I can get so much more for just 50 cents? The larger size feels like the smarter choice, the better value, the better deal. And that's exactly what Starbucks wants. This strategy is known as price anchoring. Instead of asking whether you need the larger drink, you're comparing it to the smaller option. The question changes from "do I want more coffee?" to "am I getting enough value?" And once your brain starts thinking about value, spending more feels justified. But Starbucks doesn't stop there. Have you ever noticed what happens after you choose your drink? The barista asks if you like an extra shot, maybe cold foam, maybe a flavored syrup, maybe a breakfast sandwich. Each addition seems small. $1 here, a couple dollars there. But psychologists call this the foot in the door effect. Once you've already committed to buying something, you're much more likely to agree to additional purchases. You've already said yes once. Saying yes again becomes easier. And then there's the Starbucks Rewards program. You collect stars. You unlock rewards. You move closer to a free drink. It feels like you're saving money. But in reality, reward programs often encourage people to visit more frequently and spend more than they otherwise would. Because nobody likes feeling like they're wasting progress. The closer people get to a reward, the more motivated they become to keep going. It's the same reason people finish punch cards, video game achievements, and loyalty programs. Starbucks understands something incredibly important about human behavior. People rarely buy based on logic alone. They buy based on perception, perceived value, perceived savings, perceived rewards. And when those perceptions are designed carefully, small spending decisions can turn into much larger purchases. So the next time you're standing in line at Starbucks, pay attention to the choices in front of you. Ask yourself one simple question: am I buying what I actually want? Or am I buying what feels like the better deal? Because those aren't always the same thing. If you found this interesting, then like, share, and subscribe to Spend Frame for more business and wealth psychology videos.